live yet, so I'm using real
We are
names.
we are live. We're just not. We're still in the starting screen.
Yes.
They can hear me. I'll switch us over in 1 minute. Who's recapping?
Uh,
I can try. It's time. The stream can't hear you.
oh, the stream can't hear me?
No. It was working earlier.
Nixie.
No. I'd have to unmute you. Let me just see if I can get this working because it can't hear anybody.
Oh, okay. Do.
Okay, it's working now.
Huzzah! So, starting over. This is the 9th session for balance. Last time the party killed the big guy, the Bone Trader, and got a good split of the reward of what was left of the Bone Trader's goods from Paul, the Ogresh. The party also has a guild hall that they've taken over. So, which one of you would like to give the recap between Nixa and Cutter? Because y'all are the only two from the last session who are on right now. I know Artie is logging on and will be joining us soon.
I can tell it.
Okay, doke. Please do.
So, it was determined it was time. It was time to finally meet the Bone Trader. So, we went to the mansion and all the sneaky contraption people did their thing, and we made sure everything was right. And then the Ogresh came, and he was like, "You guys didn't even bring food," and we were just like, "That was our job." So he was like, "I brought food for everybody." So he laid out the food, and then we waited, and we waited. And I was hiding behind a statue, and we waited some more. And then the bones trader finally came, and we started attacking. Chaps went off, statues were pushed, things were going down. And then, once we finally were getting into him, and he was starting to look a little bit bloodied or whatever bone traders look, bones shoot everywhere and knock us back against the walls. And but then he's frailer and we can see his heart in there. So we go and we annihilate him completely. And then I take his heart and I start like whacking the heck out of it. Because with Fae and like hearts, you want to be sure. But Artie took it from me. He almost died in the process. Like, it's not a good idea to take something from someone's actively trying to kill it. So, yeah, he took it. It was already broken in half, so at least there's that. And that's kind of what happened. And then we went and we got our stuff. All the treasures and golds and stuff from the bone trader, because he had a lot of stuff. He was a merchant, he was a boss guy. And then we needed to go talk to the Ogresh about what happens to the bone trader's shop.
Well done. So inspiration for Nixalotl. Mr. Cutter, have you gotten to the right roll 20 yet?
It's loading.
Okay. No rush. Since we do have a player who hasn't been here in a while, that'll be fun. Lomar, welcome back.
Well, thank you, thank you.
All right. Moving right along. Lomar, were you here whenever Nixa met the toy maker, the nice old lady who did puppet shows for the kids?
I don't believe so. I think my last session was, I guess, out of character. My last session was when just after Lomar had gotten cured, and so yeah, I don't think we've had a. Well, I don't think I've seen the toy maker.
Okay, so maybe some brain fog, some where they call it the oh shoot, what was the name of this disease?
Weeping pox.
Amnesia.
Hey, the weeping pox. Yeah,
That
some
works.
weeping pox fog. There we go.
That works.
That makes sense to me. And we have an Artie. Welcome, Artie. We're live.
A warning for Artie.
You saw through my words.
Already has house goblins in the background, so managing goblins this evening.
I figured those were just how your automaton sounded.
Yeah, when they develop their own feelings and whatnot, they kind of regret it.
I believe they call that sentience.
I call it a pain. And hey there.
Nice. So the recap was done. Of significant note, I believe Nixa was still upset that you kept her from killing the heart, or tried to stop her from killing it while she was raging with an axe. But I believe you have the heart of
Despite
the
all her
Bone
rage,
Trader.
yes. Despite all her rage, I still have the heart of Darth Vader.
The heart and rib cage. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. So Lomar's last thing that he remembered was being recovered from sickness, and that was it. He doesn't know about the guild hall that you've recovered or the puppet master lady. So there we go. With that, I'm just gonna drop y'all back onto the map and let y'all go from there. Full disclaimer, I am exhausted. So this will be a very fun session regardless of how this plays out.
That's typically how these sessions go.
Especially on a Friday night after a long work week. It's the best times.
It was the best of times, the worst of times.
Indeed.
It's the only of times. It was the only of times.
I mean, not to belittle the Great Depression, but the Grapes of Wrath versus Lysick with the Weeping Pox, I don't know.
When you start your sentence off with not to belittle the Great Depression,
I feel like you're gonna belittle the Great Depression, yeah.
So, did we roll for Destiny points?
We have not, thank you, Nixalotl. Please give me your 1d12s.
Party is still attuning to this unnatural world. He needs time before he can determine his points.
Nice.
Nice, Cutter.
The points.
Lomar, can you give me your d12s? Yay, points for me.
that's why I was waiting so long.
Artie, if you've got your 1d12 sided die right next to you, I will believe your roll. Because I know you have an actual d12 right next to you.
I actually do have a D12. I got an 8.
All right, that'll be one more for the party. So for this session, we're starting off with 1 DM Destiny point and 5 player points. Congratulations, guys. Use them wisely.
5? How's that work?
If you roll a 10, 11, or 12, that is 2 points for the party.
Oh.
The DM only gets 2 points on a 1. So the dice rolls are slightly skewed in the player's favor. But no worries with that. The party has gotten a lot of good loot. They've had a rough battle. I don't think anyone was seriously destroyed by it. I don't know if I carried over the hit points from the mansion, but
I could use a nap.
Lomar had 26 hit points after that battle. Baraka's Bone Snapper had 47, and Nixa had 57.
Oh, by the way, Lomar, you're out of 4th and 5th level spell slots. I think you have 2 3rd level left.
Alrighty.
Cutter played Lomar's character, and it was a good thing he did. Otherwise, we would have had more. We would have had a party member job or 2.
No problem. You said out of 4th and what?
I used all of your high level spell slots. You have 2, 3 left, and I didn't touch first or second level.
Why is Baracus in the lake? Oh, there he goes.
I just copied the token over from the other one so I could get the right hit points for him.
But I think our long rest is almost over.
Yep.
No, it's just being mine. Go ahead.
I believe the party last wanted to go to the Ogresh after going to Pink's Bone Trader shop and grabbing what goods were left over. There was a book that lists out everything that was in the shop. The Ogresh gave the party what he believed would be equal as far as awards, awarded items that were distributed, but also kept what he really wanted. And of the things he really wanted were some books. They were not heavily detailed, but one of them was listed as either a tome or a manual. Along with some other ledgers. So now that Lomar's here and the party is mostly here except for Brocka's Bone Snapper, what does the party want to do? Where do y'all want to go?
Well,
It is
I think
evening,
go visit the Ogresh.
by the way. Okay. It is evening. The sun is going down, not quite down yet. But
Well, we should probably stay in until morning. Don't want to be out where the vampires are.
Artie, Lomar, Cutter, y'all concur?
You keep talking about vampires, and have you seen vampires out here?
Yes, haven't you? They're the guys in the hooded cloaks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should have a game side.
I don't try to go inside as well. That may be for the best.
Cutter, is your icon on this map?
Yeah, I just had it selected. Where to go?
Can you ping him for me?
Orange circle.
Okay. Nixolotl, you did a good job making the stealthy character so hard to find. Alright, so I'm going to drag you three and put you where the guild hall is. Is that alright?
That works.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay, so y'all just went south from the Bone Traders, following that path, and made your way back to your guild hall. Is that reasonable?
I flew over with a box of goodies.
Alright, Brockus had the other box of goodies with the griffin. Artie, did you fly with your feet?
Yes.
Cutter?
My nickname is Namor.
Oh my gosh. We haven't watched it yet, but it's on Disney Plus, so we might watch it tomorrow.
My children are watching it right now.
Gotcha. Cutter and Lomar, how are y'all getting there? I can't hear y'all if you're all talking.
I'm just gonna walk.
Okay. It is
Next
evening.
Cutter, yeah.
Yep. So Lomar and Cutter are just walking. It's a little quiet. There's people are starting to get into their houses. It seems like most people don't want to be out in the evening. There are some shady looking guys. They look very similar to the person who manned the front desk for the big guy. and you can see them eyeing you as you walk to the guild hall.
Oh, I was doing the sneakily sneaks. But cool.
Lomar, you sneaky. Lomar is wondering where the heck Cutter went. And even with your passive perception, Lomar, you would see them. They're not being stealthy about keeping an eye on you. Yeah, they don't see you, Cutter.
That was myself.
Okay, yeah. They see Lomar. Lomar, you don't see them, but Cutter sees them seeing you, not seeing him. It is a weird rhombus of perceptions and seeing each other's. But
So be it.
you're unaccosted, just tracked. And Lomar, you have no idea where this guild hall is. And you've lost Cutter. I'll say you lost him around here.
Around where?
There.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, okay, there's a fork in the road. You could take as you're facing south, you could take a right, or you could go south across the bridge. And no Cutter there to guide you.
Well, because I know that I spent a lot of time on this island, I'm pretty confident it's not around here, so I'd just naturally walk across the bridge.
Okay, I'll allow that. Across the bridge, you've not been to this island even once.
Yep, so I am walking aimlessly, not sure where I'm going.
I'll just watch him. Oh, he went. Okay.
As he crosses the bridge, Cutter, unless you went on ahead of him, you notice that the people watching him walk just as far as the bridge, but they do not cross it as they watch him.
All right, I'm gonna try and like brush up against him and slip a crudely drawn map of the layout and way to Guildhall to him.
Okay, there's enough people walking that you might be able to pull this off. I'll ask for another stealth check. This is going to be a challenge, but you know it's coming, so you I'm not going to give you advantage, but I'll lower the DC.
It says I have advantage on stealth checks. What is that from? Give me 1 second.
Probably from being amazing.
I get that from somewhere. Oh, right. If it's dark, I'm invisible.
It's not quite dark yet.
Okay,
The sun is still setting. Okay. And both of you give me a perception check.
Oh, Cloak of Elvenkind, that gives me. Got it. Okay, perception.
Okay. Lomar, you just noticed that there was something placed in your pocket, but that's all you noticed, and that I'm only giving you that because Cutter intended for you to notice. So I assumed he did something clever in doing so. Cutter, you don't get all of this, but you get enough to see that there are two similar looking bone trader guys, except they're not skinny and scrawny like the ones that worked for Mr. Pink. These guys were stout and beefy looking, but they were just out of the corner of your eyes. And when you do a double take to look at them again, they're gone. And with your knowledge of houses and territorial disputes, you have a feeling that that bridge is a dividing line between two factions. But that's all you pick up. And Lomar, you have a nice map that lets you know where to go. And you are intelligent enough that I'm not even going to make you do anything to read it. You know how to get there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, I would assume a wizard of scribes could figure this out.
Yeah.
All right, with that, I believe this is Lomar's first time viewing the guild hall. Doot.
What does it look like from the outside?
Lowered expectations.
Nice.
It looks like a lot of work, my friend.
It looks big. It looks like it's made of strong stone. The architecture on it was very well made when it was made. It seems to have been in a lot of disrepair, and yeah, the guild hall seemed to have had a message board or quest board in front of it that is broken down. The parchment on it has been so weathered that you can't even make out what was on it before. The guild symbol of a man laying down in a resting position on top of a long sword in golden yellow is still visible throughout various degrees of fading. But that is what you see. And let me actually put your token on here so you can actually see.
Thank you. I can see just the outside, I guess.
Yes, because the door is closed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you've been here. You see those door icons?
Yes.
If you go up to them and if you click on them and it opens, it means it's unlocked. So you can actually open these doors and close them.
Yeah, these icons were not here
He's
last
just
time.
been walking through.
Oh, did I ever put the lighting back on this?
No.
Yes, you did.
No, you did? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Whenever it works.
See Nixie.
It just
Or
got
not.
really dark.
Yes, the sun is going down.
I admit light.
Yeah, inside.
Oh, inside? Do y'all have any lighting sources in there?
I emit light.
How much light do you emit?
Like
It's a
the
bright one.
light of a torch.
Can you turn that off?
No.
That is good to know.
Unless I put a cloak on or something.
Right. Is the lighting situation better for y'all now?
I can see from her light, but I'm gonna pop a torch also.
Okay, popping a torch.
Did
There you go.
everybody drop?
I'm still here.
Still here.
Oh, I only
Yeah.
see Nixie. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Okay, going back to my corner.
That's all right. Are you stuck in your corner there, Artie?
Listen, Artie's stuck in a corner in a round room. This is Artie's universe.
All right, and with the sun going down, there you go.
I got rid of my light again.
It shouldn't have got rid of your light again.
So, besides the one that has Nixie's name spray painted on the interior of it, are any of the other rooms claimed?
I claim
The big
chapel.
one.
A big one.
Yeah, the guildmaster room over here. Brackus claimed it.
Afraid of what he did to claim it. That's between him and his griffin.
I
What's this
will.
over here?
I'll let Lomar know that Baracus does have a officer pin for you, but I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'll let him give that to you when he hops on tonight.
All right.
Just so you know, Baracus has no idea of how to put these things on people. Just prepare for that. It's kind of a permanent. It's more of a oh my god, a piercing than it is a pin.
If you guys want me to put a permanent torch up, just let me know where you want it and I'll drop it down.
Are there any sconces on the walls here? Like, I feel like there should be some sconces.
Is there a big fireplace?
Yes, there is a big fireplace.
Artie's going to go work on lighting a fire in the fireplace and making sure it's capable of taking a fire, not going to start a fire inside the house and make it a bigger fire than just in the chimney.
There we go. Is there a good amount of light in the Great Hall now?
No.
None. Weird.
Like, it all just seems like an eerie glow.
Is that blood on the bed?
Yep.
Yes.
Like,
Sorry.
if you look at the stream, you'll see. Like, there's light, but it's all an eerie blue light.
Okay, Helen. How about this? How about now?
Still an eerie blue light.
And no better?
Nope, still blue.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do with that. But you can see, right? It's just an eerie blue.
Yep.
So it's just spooky.
Indeed.
I can live with that. Anyone else having issues?
I'm fine.
Okay. So with that, the party is now at the guild hall. Lomar, you've walked around. Do you want anything in particular you would like me to describe in more detail for you?
How dry does this blood appear to be?
Very dry. It appears to have been decades old. This was once a great guild hall, you can tell. And in some tragedy, it was infiltrated, and many of the people who were here were murdered. Some of them in their very beds.
Good to know.
Yeah, we saw the whole thing happen through the eyes of the zombies when they blew their disgusting smoke stuff at us.
You saw one. I saw it all.
Yeah, ask Cutter. He'll tell you.
So tell me about these visions, Cutter.
Midget vampires are dangerous.
Yeah, it was a halfling vampire. It was like a kid, but a vampire, and it just murdered everybody. It came up pretending to be like enfeebled, like a child, and then it just murdered after the lady invited it in. Don't invite anyone in, ever. Doesn't matter if they're like dying on the ground. They can die on the ground outside.
What if they have a lot of knowledge, though? I mean, that would be interesting to discuss things with them.
You can discuss
Outside
it
of-
outside. You can bring people in. Like, just don't say, I invite you in, or come in, or anything like remotely similar to that. Just like, leave the door open, and they can follow you if they can follow you.
Is this room taken?
Is there a name on it?
No. The only name I saw was your name on a room.
Then should not be taken.
I guess I had not been around enough then. Thank you.
You should carve your name on the door so everybody knows it's yours.
I believe actually just by asking about the room, a name's already been carved in the room. So whatever Elder Gods is listening, I appreciate that.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to burn my one and only destiny point.
What do we have to do?
As Nixie tells Lomar to carve his name into the room, a ethereal skeletal hand comes up and scrapes his name onto the door.
Nixia, you were on here. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, it wasn't me. Was that you?
I mean, my mage hand, it's invisible, but not looking like that.
I don't know. Maybe it's a feature.
As long as it's not a bug, then I guess, yeah, I'll take it.
I wonder if Baracus's name is on his door. I don't see it.
It is not. It is not on that door.
Knock knock, Baracus.
Baracus roll 19 perception. Do me perceive?
Baracus perceives, going ahead of the party and getting the loot he carried from the bone trader's room. He went to his bed and rested up, and he hears Nixolotl knocking on, Nixie, the barbarian, rapping at your door.
I am swimming in a pool of coin and jewels, making money angels, and it's a beautiful thing.
I put the rest of it in this secret room behind the bookcase.
Oh, okay. Many apologies. I've been attending to various sundry errands, things, and money and treasure, and griffins, and such.
Uh-huh. So, I just suggested to Lomar that he carve his name in his door, and it just happened. There was like this skeletal hand, and it did it. You should try it. You should like think about carving your name into your door. Let's see if it happens again.
Oh, that's not unsettling. Okay. Arrakis Bone Snapper. Open sesame.
The ethereal skeletal hand appears and it begins to etch into the door, but it does not write your name. It just writes Guild Master, vacant.
Vacant. Wow. Petty much?
It taps its fingers up against the door and then slowly disappears.
Huh. It
Wow,
just wrote
that's rude.
Lomar's name. Oh no.
Very, very rude. Very, very rude.
Maybe you need like an induction or something fancy.
I think we need a new skeletal hand.
But if we like induct you as the guildmaster, maybe it'll work.
The ethereal hand shows back up and points to the vacant spot where the great long sword should be.
Oh, right. I don't know. Induction, convection, air fryer. I care not. Let me go ahead and try hanging my weapon and seeing what happens.
Air frying? Interesting.
Yes, I've seen mages conduct it. It's a marvelous technique.
I mean, it's just casting fireball into a flying creature, correct?
No. It requires much more than that. That would be air flambe. Seen that performed as well.
Is this what's in this room?
So in that room, Artie, is lots of parchment and things for writing letters. It seems like this room was used for currying messages and information. This was a large guild that dealt with lots of quests and members, so they had their own distribution network, it appears.
Oh,
Uh,
Artie, come here. I want you to touch something.
And while they're
Artie,
doing that,
Artie's very uncomfortable already by all of this conversation.
real quick, Brockus Bone Snapper, when you place your great double-bladed axe on the wall, I would like you to give me a charisma check.
Oh, well, this should be good. Not a save, a check.
A check. If it was an actual skill that was available, I would say this is a leadership check.
Copy that. So let me go ahead and, with inspiration, if you will permit.
I will permit.
Okay, straight charisma with advantage.
Okay. Not quite the role you needed. But what you do perceive from this is you're a candidate. You are acceptable. You are still being judged. You have not been outright refused. But you get the feeling that once this creature, this being of this guild hall accepts you, that your weapon, when placed on this mantle, will change this guild hall. You have a vision very clearly that instead of a man sleeping on a long sword, it will become an orc sleeping on a double-bladed axe.
Sounds very uncomfortable.
Yes, quite.
But I see this vision as a omen, portends a positive thing. So yeah, I'm in the running. Yes, good.
Yes, and as you develop the guild, as the party develops in the city, that check is going to get lower. So you will prove yourself in deepening it. So
This satisfactory. I must earn it. Placing the pin upon myself and having the deed as landed gentry is not sufficient. Yes, there will be trials. Yes, I will prove myself. This will be fun.
so while Baracus was having that experience, Artie, did you go and touch the thing Nixie wanted you to?
Artie does it. Artie's going to look at thing before any touching happens.
All right.
It's,
Give me
it's
your.
this chest in here. Like, we found some
Informed
cool
consent.
stuff in it. And it only really reacts to Fae, I think. So you should be fine touching it. Can you open it?
But if it only reacts to Faye, where are you? There's so many doors. Nixie, do I take a straight or center at your room? Oh my god. Is this it? Oh, there you are. What chest?
The one with the big chain on it.
I will think about touching it.
All right. So as you inspect it, please give me an Arcana check. You've got it on the tip of your tongue, but you're going to have to think about it. Yeah, and it just escapes you. Based off of what she said, you know that there are ways of enchanting barriers for certain kinds of creatures, like banish creatures to their own planes. So maybe there's something like this on here. You're not quite familiar enough with this world, but that's your best guess, that this is warded against basically non-humanoids of this plane. And you're not 100% sure that you would count as a creature from this plane.
So I've encountered this before. It's a thing, and it stops things from getting in there. If I touch it, you might be better to touch it than me.
Oh no, I've already touched it. It gave me a weird vision of the plane.
I just opened the damn thing.
It's really not that bad.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I think it's in all your head.
Wait, Baracus opened it.
Yeah, that's where I found the fat loot.
Yeah, there was loots in it, but...
So then why do I need to open the chest?
I wanted to see if you could open it.
Dude, there's like... between the two of you, I'm having a lot of trust issues. Like there's a pie in the chest or something, right? Like what's jumping out of the chest here?
Nothing. There's nothing in the chest. We took all this stuff out of it. But I thought it would be a good place to put some of our new loots, you know?
Oh, I wish I had more DM points.
What is this about a chest?
She said she needs someone to touch her chest. This chest, not her. The chest.
Something about a heaving chest. We have to heave the chest.
No, her chest is empty, is what she said.
Oh.
She said you emptied
The
her chest, so
wooden
that's even
chest.
weirder.
The wooden chest in the corner with the chain on it.
Oh, now it's with chains? This is too much for me. You want in, Lamar?
Are the chains binding the chest closed, or are they just sitting there?
I picked lock.
Yeah, and then he had a weird vision.
It's magical.
What was the vision?
Stuff
People
going down in
speak.
the Fey plane.
Strange languages.
And it kind of zaps you a little bit, but nothing too bad.
All right, I'll open the chest with Mage Hand.
As Mei-chan reaches and touches the chains that are binding this chest closed, it dissipates.
Nope, I am opening out.
Give me an Arcana check. Oh, dang. Okay, yeah.
I am noping out.
No, you understand this completely. This chest, in particular the chain that binds it closed, is warded off against anything that is non-humanoid from the material plane. So, I mean, I say non-humanoid. Anything not of this material plane and against magic. So magic of a certain level dissipates when trying to open it. You have a feeling that knock might not work on this.
Got you.
But that would also explain why the Fae were affected. You can assume that demons and devils would be affected as well, and celestial beings.
Do I have an idea, because you mentioned of a certain level, do I have an idea as to how much magic could possibly get through?
Yes, 1 second. It must be third or higher.
And
Which
it
is,
appears magical in nature, correct?
yes. It is. If it is not magic, it is so close you have trouble differentiating it. Even crude technology can see, or was it even crude magic can seem technological.
Hey, what
All
are you
right,
doing? We wanted to keep protecting it.
well, do you guys want this opened or no?
No?
Well, that's what you wanted me to. I thought that's what you wanted me to touch it for.
No, I wanted to see if you could touch it. I didn't want to see if you could open it.
Okay, then I likely would have known that before casting that, so I don't want to cast that. Then I assumed that they wanted me to open it.
Give me a player destiny point, and I'll let you stop it in time.
Deal.
Just because you did cast it before she said it. Okay. Speaking of that, Brockus Bone Snapper, would you like to give me your 1d12 to add to the destiny point pool?
Depends on the result.
Good call.
Sure, I'll keep it.
All right. New destiny point pool.
Nixie, did you try touching it?
Yeah, it shocked me and gave me a vision of the Fey plane. I told you.
I thought that was Cutter's vision.
We both had one?
Okay.
My vision was a ceremonial blade and a stone that's floating around my head, and some other sundry items like a mask.
Brackus just opened it. It didn't do
Yeah,
anything to him.
that was my vision. My vision is 2020. I see really well.
Thank you as always, Baracus. I appreciate that.
You are welcome.
Hey, Brackus, do you want to store any of our new loot in here?
Well, you know, I kind of see that as communal loot. You know, some of the stuff that I got. I'm just saying I've got mouths to feed. You know, as a father, I need to, you know, think of more than just my work and the guild. You know, I've got responsibilities and horses to find and procure and to pay compensation for. You know, things are going to catch up eventually.
I don't understand how that has to do with us putting any of the loot in this chest to
It's
keep it safe.
what I mean to say is it's my loot, and I'm not putting it in the damn chest because that's communal. I'm keeping it for myself. I got bills to pay.
You don't get half the loot.
I'm not saying half. I'm just saying, you know, unless we want an ornery griffin,
We need to
some
put
things.
the communal loot in the chest. Is there
Much
any of
of
the
it.
communal loot you want to put in the chest?
I don't know how much communal loot did I get. I see Baracus's loot.
Oh my god.
Did we earmark it for communal property? I'm very confused about what's communal.
All of it is communal as of right now. No one claimed anything.
I thought that's why we were grabbing stuff.
So I get half and you get the other half and everybody else gets nothing?
I mean, you know, fast hands and all that. I don't know. Did I manage to grab half in this hungry hippos episode of What's in the Bone Collector's Room?
Yes.
I kind of missed out on that.
So to catch Baracus up on that portion of it, y'all went to the Bone Trader's shop after that was done. The Ogresh had already cleared out the place and set aside loot for the party as y'all's half of his goods. And with that, that's I dropped it in the Discord chat. It was 72,907 gold pieces worth of coins, art objects, and or gems, all listed out. There were 7 mundane items and 2 magic items. And
yeah, the magic items are that. From what I remember, I think Artie ended up taking that as a share, or the +2 armor, or
Yeah, Artie took the armor.
Yes, I have the armor.
okay. And then what was the other magical item?
Potion of Diminution.
And did we have
Completely useless item.
did we have a cash out value that we might be able to discern from a shopkeep?
The coinage is pretty easy for y'all to just share amongst yourselves. There were some gems in there that the wizard might want to keep in particular for certain spells. As far as the art objects go, if you want to, I can do a mass sell of those and get you the gold value for that.
Yeah, because I don't know how much decorating you guys feel like doing. Oh, hold on.
It may seem a tad crass, but I don't give a grot's ass about any of this artwork. So if you guys want to keep the art, it's up to you. But I would gladly sell all of it.
What's the art?
So, to be honest, I'm not a fan of the artist. Too much impressionism, just seems silly. Just something about the way that they've drawn composition and just doesn't speak to me. But in any case, much more concerned with finding a someone who can breed horses to bring me a supply to, to keep our griffin in full working order. No attacks on neighboring towns and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's my thought process.
Did any of the casters need any of the gems?
I'm sure I will. I just need to find the list of gems.
Oh, yeah. You have quite an extensive knowledge of things, Nixie. You, as a person who prefers smashy, hitty, you are almost a flying dictionary. You surprise me every day. But no, that's not how I work.
I am not unintelligent. I am of average intelligence.
That is not my observation.
In any case, of previous communal loot, mask has been handed out. Now armor has been handed out. How we factor this into communal property is me question. At a point not of contention, but rather of accounting. You see, it's important that everyone feel fairly compensated, and me wondering whether or not my faithful steed, if he too is compensated for he hungers.
Yeah, we had like 10k gold pieces and coinage before. So as long as we put aside another like 10,000 gold p for the restoration of the guild house, I think we could divvy up the rest and sell off all the junk.
I truly care not for myself, but for my griffin. Beyond that, you may all do with it as you wish.
All right. And the party dives deeply into their ledger books, calculating and breaking up the coinage and loot fairly, making all party members satisfied and happy. How long that actually takes outside a game, I don't know. But we can do that math and as y'all need. I will give out what the art breakdown and the gem breakdown is after the wizard and artificer take a look at the gems and let me know which ones that they want to keep and which ones I'm good to hawk.
You can take your pick, Lamar. I'm good to go.
Thank you.
All right. It looks like Nixie's human counterpart, Nixolotl, is doing math crudely, but not to spin our wheels too much on that. Apart from ledger crafting, does the party want to do anything else tonight? I see Cutter was already barricaded up in his little shrine.
Yep, I'm messing around with the trapdoor that I found.
I found a few
Okay.
interesting rooms, like some that look like they contain scrolls or maps and some letters. So I'm going to try to peer through whatever I can to see if there's any information I can glean from anything that might be useful.
Okay, are you going to burn the midnight oil and not sleep tonight to do so, or are you just going to give it a good college try and then go to sleep?
I'll try then sleep because I need my hit point rest.
Good idea. Good idea. I didn't carry over the hit points for Nixie or Baracus, so
Or me.
I'm
or you.
keeping track of them in D&D Beyond.
Okay. But after tonight, you'll be able to get a short rest in. And with Lomar, go ahead and give me that investigation check. Same with Cutter, please. And for Cutter, this is just to chip down at the time it's going to take you to figure that out. I'm making that a cumulative DC for you.
17 total for me.
Cool. Right. So 17 total for Lomar. In the message room, the mailing room, you don't really glean anything useful. There were a lot of old quests just by the age of the paper that they were written on. But it does seem that there were lots of suspicious activities in the swamp. Who knows how long ago? But also in the very city itself, there were rumors of creatures of the night that needed to be taken care of and dealt with. Rumors of a old man with wings like an angel, but wrinkled and old, and how he would make deals with people and they would feel good, but it would cost them everything in the end.
Did I guess from the paper or what I've read about how old this message would have been, or these letters would have been?
At least a decade.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd say between 10 and 50 years is your best guess.
All right.
This comes from my inability of actually knowing how that kind of forensics works.
And what about the scroll room?
In the scroll room, there's plenty of maps. And here you actually see maps of the entire continent. You can tell that the name of this world is Etheris. And it seems to be that there are rival countries, and that this place of Lysic is in contested lands, which you already knew some of that information prior to arriving here. But you do
And the
have
map.
some good
Sorry.
maps of this, along with the map of Lysic, which is the map y'all see when I pull you out. So you actually have that map now. And a little further south, it shows the lighthouse, which is used for the chapel for the Deep One, the Froth Church.
All right, I know that's obviously the map's a little bit older, so they may not be fully relevant, but I'll take a map of the town we're in and the chapel.
Okay. In case y'all didn't see it in Discord, there's the coinage breakdown, not counting the gem and art loot.
Try and go through the gems when I get a chance.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to get done today, to be honest. All right, and with Cutter, there is a opening you found near where the altar is, and it requires a special tool. You're not able to fake it with the tools you have at your disposal. If only you knew someone who could make tools.
Artie,
I heard my name and a half decent impression.
you can make tools, yes?
I can make tools. I am a tool. Yeah, I can do that.
I found something in chapel. Come look.
Wait, you went right, left.
You heard his voice coming from out here.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, around the table. Over here. Over here. Don't miss a sword. Nope, that's not the hallway. Okay. Hello. I heard my name from mysterious hallway. Oh, okay. Already has great echolocation. Wait. Oh, this room. Hold on. This fucking room by itself.
In here.
Of course. Yes. How can I help you?
And I will point to the trapdoor. It's a good challenge for you, yes?
Looks like a trap.
A trapdoor? It's a trap.
So, Artie, what you see when you come in here, besides the bed which Cutter unceremoniously brought into this chapel, or this little altar room, is that this altar was built into a great tree. And there's a nice long carpet leading up to this wooden altar that carved into the face of this tree. There's a mounted bear's head up along the wall, and underneath it is a little wash basin, such as you would see for like holy water. And yeah, that looks like a place where people can come and worship some unknown deity within here.
Can I check? Can I check the animal that's up in the room that seems like the only thing that kind of called out to me, and see if there's any like switch or something in it? Like, I don't know why this is here, but maybe there's something. I'll check the door in a second.
Sorry,
My beard's tingling.
I just put Nixie there so other people can see what's going on.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So I investigate the bear head. I want to look at it and see if there's like a switch in it, or if there's something in there that activates the trapdoor.
You're just checking out the bear head?
Yeah, it seemed like a thing that was kind of unique in the room. So I was like, maybe it's hidden in here, like a bookshelf with that one book you pull. And maybe it's one of the teeth, or just seeing if it's got anything. Nah, nothing. All right, I'll try it.
As you do that, Cutter, what you see is it's a little otherworldly. It feels like you're watching yourself from outside of your own body. You're like, I did this the other day.
Yeah.
But yes, Artie, nothing panned out from that.
Oh. So did you already look through the room?
Yes, I found this. Nothing else.
So you checked the head already?
Yeah,
You let me do that?
I wanted to see if you find something.
That's fair. Hey, respect the trade. All right, I'll see if I can't open up the door. With some tools.
Okay. How do you actually go about discerning getting the right tool for this job? Like, what was that process for Artie?
I look at it and knowing it's a tool to pick a lock. I look at Arturo. I go, you ready to do this? And he points his finger at the lock, and Arturo kind of extends himself out, and creates kind of a needle, and it sticks into the lock, and you can see that more of it's pouring in there. And you go, no, no, try. And he's like twisting his wrist back and forth to see if it's fitting or not. Almost as if the tool's forming inside of the lock.
Ooh. All right. And with this, you're capable of making any tool that is required for the job. It's something that is innate with your artificeriness.
Yes. Give me
Yep.
1 second. Right tool for the job.
Yep. So Arturo becomes that right tool for the job, and it's a mystery on how it happens and how Arturo is able to do it, but it works. And you hear the mechanism unlock, and the part of the altar that is cut out of this tree pops open just a little bit, and you feel that is now something that you can open.
Teach me that trick.
Oh, well, it starts with having to eat some. Okay, listen. Let's check the door out. I'll explain on the way. Are you half demon, just by chance? Just a question.
No.
Okay, good, because that would have thrown the whole deal out of there.
Good. I think.
You go check the door, or the pit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. How do you want to open it, Cutter?
Very carefully.
As you open it, you see a fayish glow starting to pour out from that altar. And as you finish opening it up, you see a portal.
That's not good.
Give me a religion check. Cutter and Artie, both of y'all can give this check.
Cutter did it.
Oh. I mean, this actually makes a lot of sense for Cutter, considering that you came from the world of Eberron. There were no gods. So, you know jack all about deities. And religion is like, oh, religion, that's like that thing that is in stories, maybe. Artie, you've got a sordid history with religion with your character. And who's in charge of what realms. So, although this would actually make some sort of sense to you, you understand that this is an altar. This is a place where people pray. That little portal there, that's probably how the beings that they're praying to listen. And maybe sound isn't the only thing that can travel to and from there.
Yeah, I'll close that and lock it back up.
Cutter 5 steps back.
Once I close the door.
You think you can just close this door?
I'm gonna try.
He looks at Artie looks at Arturo. This will be fun.
Give me a strength check. I'm
He's
glad
like right
it's
next to the door, like trying to close the portal. How is he closing the portal with?
Hey.
Oh damn!
so the altar, like it, you know how like pulpits kind of are, where they're slanted upwards, so you can rest books and whatnot on them. That's kind of how this popped open, with the pulpit opening up, although not on hinges. the tree actually bend bends in order to allow it to open, almost as if it's alive. Cutter, with such force, grabs onto it and slams it down with all of his might, uh, and gets it to close back in place. A part of you, Cutter, wanted to go through that portal unbidden. It seemed like half of your body wanted to uh, just separate from you. And
Like the face portion?
no, you actually feel the face part of your body resist strongly.
Good to know.
You hear the voice in your head. They speak our language, but they are not ours.
Good to know.
Cutter, who are you talking to?
Huh? You never talk to yourself?
Yeah, listen. I know the difference between talking to yourself and talking to yourself, and that was the first.
Right. The mask makes whispers. It did not like Portal.
Hmm.
Yeah, Baracus found it.
Should we tell the others about this?
Probably.
Oh, Nixie's going to want to punch this thing.
Yeah, I like my room though.
I mean, okay, but for real, I kind of want to watch Nixie punch the portal.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Nixie! Nixie!
Nixie, perception check, please. Nixie's actually in her bed, like in the house,
Uh,
and she is out. Like you're pretty sure you hear the cutest, loudest snoring you've ever heard. It is so high pitched.
Hey, Cutter, you want to know how you get a Nixie to wake up and punch a portal? Hey, Nixie! Nixie! I start pounding on her door. Nixie, there's a portal that talks to us. Hey, Nixie!
Nixie, you wake up.
I like your attitude. It's exactly what we're looking for. Let's go get the portal. Let's funnel that. Use it. Good energy. Focus it. You got to see this portal. It'll talk to you.
It looks fey in nature, maybe?
Hey, listen, you wanted to punch the magic thing before? I figured magic thing. You want to punch it?
Where do I punch?
All right, she's in.
Sorry, I'm moving the bed so I can see better. You want her to punch the door?
No, the portal.
Oh,
We're going to create the portal and let her punch the portal.
Nixie's eyes are still closed, by the way.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Okay, I have a map for this. Open up the door again. Artie, you know how to.
All right, hey Cutter, keep her lined up. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right, Nixie, ready? 3, 2, 1, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. They should make play.
So
Nixie
you
blinked
closed
her
your
eyes
eyes.
at it. Well, eyes still closed, because she's not fully awake.
Okay, let me get this map ready. What the two other party members see is a Nixie swing her axe at this portal, and it sucks her in.
Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah, thought would happen. Something.
Okay. I'll jump in after her. You go get everybody else.
Right.
Okay. I jump in after Nixie.
Okay.
I go find Lomar first. He'll be the easiest to convince. Lomar, found the portal. Looks magic in nature.
What portal are you talking about?
It's in the chapel. Looks like Fae portal. It's sucked Dixie in.
How did it? Oh God, what are you guys doing?
Investigating the home.
I like
Okay.
your choice of words. I'll follow behind him just to see what's going on.
And then... Wait, Baracus. Baracus!
There. What fresh hell is this?
Nixie got sucked into portal.
Of course. Why?
You want to investigate or you sleep?
I wish to be informed before I also am sucked into a portal. Explain yourself.
I found the portal in the chapel, and Pixie swung an axe at
Hold
it.
on. When you say you found a portal, let's be honest now. You opened up a portal, didn't you?
It was open when I found it. I opened the door.
I don't recall there being an open portal in any chapel.
Hmm.
Did one just open up when we weren't looking?
I found
Cutter?
a secret door. It was behind that door.
Oh, okay. So you revealed a portal that was not previously revealed. And
Correct.
then you decided to do what with it?
Closed the door, and then Artie wanted to show it to Nixie. Then Nixie hit it with axe, and it sucked in Nixie.
Of course. Right. So do we know what's on the other side? Has anyone come back?
No.
Right. So this could be a one-way portal.
Possibly.
Has anyone thought to bring supplies with them through this one-way portal in case, we end up stranded?
That's why I did not jump in.
Right. So these are the important questions that need to be asked before one rushes headlong into battle and/or undisclosed locations within portals. It's important.
Agreed.
Yeah. Right. So let's go ahead and put together a search party and make sure we bring all supplies that are needed and conduct ourselves in a methodical way so as not to ruin all that we've done here. Yes.
Yeah, and I'll write a message to Artie and Nixie on a rock or a paper, wrap it around a rock, and chuck it to the portal to let them know we're collecting supplies and we'll be there soonish.
And looking at Lomar as he nods in approval and gives me the slow clap, Baracus goes, "Me, not necessarily smartest orc, but me has grown wise with experience. Military service has taught me much. Hurry up and wait. Ah, yes. We will get things together."
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Baracus. That's wow.
Voice of reason from unexpected source.
While this is going on, I'm going to pan over real quick to Nixie, primarily because I want to make sure that this map actually shows up.
Oh, fresh hell.
Oh, yes. Y'all can see that, right?
Yeah, sure can.
Yep.
Oh, that's similar. Oh, you reused that map.
Hey. Yes, reuse of code. Early and
nope,
often.
Nope.
So,
Hey, who's
Nixie.
throwing rocks?
I think Nixie's the only one who actually has gone through, correct?
I thought
Alrighty.
Artie
No,
jumped right
I
in.
said I jumped it. Yeah, I
Okay,
said,
all right.
Cutter, you go. I'm jumping in after her.
Perfect. So, everyone else, as much as I would like to leave you in suspense, I'm just going to have you in here so you can see as well. Because I'm a nice DM sometimes.
I can see it anyway. I saw it no matter what.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we're also streaming this, so y'all could hop on the Twitch and see as well.
No, I mean I saw it on my main Roll20.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. In that case, Nixie,
Uh-huh.
you fling, and as you're swinging with your axe, you get sucked into this portal, and you're topsy-turvy. You don't know which way is up, which way is down. It goes from that putrescent smell that you were so used to smelling of fresh flowers. A nice grove smell. This smells like what home should smell like. You remember the descriptions from your book, which you came from, and you get to see this lovely Feywild.
I'm awake. What is going on? Okay.
And at that point,
Hi, Nixie. Oh,
I need a dexterity saving throw as a dwarf is about to fall on top of you. And the dwarf falls right on top of Nixie.
and crisis landing. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel this joke has already gone too far. What did you do?
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage from the dwarf.
What did I do? What did you do? You had me swing at a portal while I was still asleep. And now we're in a different place. It smells nice though.
Listen, maybe this is an improvement. Listen, we needed materials for our place. I see materials everywhere.
It's about this time that y'all realize y'all are not alone. Though hard to pick up the difference between the fluttering butterflies and nice lilting sounds of the small pond that you're next to, you notice that among those butterflies are little sprites, even smaller than Nixie, fluttering around and giggling. Some of these trees, although all of them are moving with the breeze, seem to be moving with a purpose. And atop a rock on this nice pond stares down at you uh, a spriggan, a great large spriggan.
Uh, do you talk tree, or should we leave this alone? God, the jokes are killing me tonight. Oh, I should branch out in my comedy routine. I'm going to stop now.
I speak Fae.
So what should we do here? Do we are we cool?
I don't know. I've never been here before. This isn't my Fae plane.
There's more than one.
Well, mine was in a book.
In a book. I mean, is it technically everything in a book at some point?
But mine was like a drawing in a book.
We'll come back to that. So, because this really pertains to life things here. I told Cutter's going to find everybody else. Don't know how long those conversations are going to go. You know, really yappy people back there. But we're here. Do they look? Should we talk to them? Do we need an offering or something? Should we? Is there a portal behind us or anything?
Do you see a portal?
You look back and all you see is a tent propped up, open with a nice campfire already built, and you see a small fey creature walking backwards, getting away. You think possibly he was the one who set the fire.
I want to look in the tent.
I wave at the one backing up. Hello.
It runs off, and you can't tell if it hid behind a rock or if it became a rock and rolled away.
Hello is probably a bad word here, is what I've just deduced from this interaction. Don't say hello to anything.
No, they probably just didn't understand you. Hello doesn't mean anything in Fae. It sounds really like guttural.
So should I just go to the next thing I see?
No, that would be more guttural. Try opposite of that.
Is that better?
Can I teach him the word for hello in Fae?
You can. I just need an intellect check from Artie to see if he can repeat it intelligently enough. It is the equivalent of saying jalapeno instead of jalapeno.
It'll do. In a pinch.
Okay. Is
And-
there
and
anything in the
what
tent?
is the Fey word for hello?
I don't know.
Okay. That's what I get for putting you on the spot. All right. With that,
I don't know much about Faye, so I'm going to let you take the lead here. But I really think we need to do something about the rock tree thing. What's that thing in the middle of the rock?
What's
Or
in the
on the rock?
tent?
you kept on talking to Artie, so I was.
Nixie looks in the tent. Nixie looks in the tent. Nixie looks in the tent.
There's a bedroll.
No portal.
No portal. Not that you can see. I think.
Artie starts drawing. We should just wait here till everybody else shows up.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go too far. I'll try to talk to some of the things.
Okay. I'm going to go to the other group real quick
Hello.
while you try to converse, because time's funky in the Fey Plains. Back with Baraka's Bone Snapper and Cutter and Lomar.
So we've let's take inventory of what we've got. I've got a 400 feet of rope, a ladder, 10-foot pole, climbing equipment, a flamethrower. Wait, what? a wand of flame burst or something. Yeah, I found one of those in the back.
Week's worth of rations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should be good.
Right. This will go well. Hey, I'm gonna bring maybe that cask of water with us, the drinkable, the only potable water. You know, because I don't know where we're going, but we might need it.
All 65 gallons?
Oh, you know it.
Put Nagnash to work.
Roll out the barrel.
So much for sleeping.
All right, so that'll be 541 pounds of water, not counting the actual wood.
I'm very thirsty.
All right. Are you strapping it onto your back? Like, how are you carrying this? I want to know. I need to know.
All right, I'm going to disguise it as a powder keg that looks like it's rigged to explode, and I'm going in here like crazy hostage negotiation style, except I'm holding everyone else hostage. I'm escalating to de-escalate. That's the plan. Is go in there, explosives rigged, ready to pop, but they don't know it's like when you go in and you try to rob a bank. Not that I would condone robbing a bank, but if you were to go in and try to rob a bank, and you have like fake explosives in a vest. Anyone who really knows what they're looking at probably knows it's not explosives, but to the undiscerning eye, it passes.
And you have a torch, like obviously, so you can light this thing as necessary. Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Totes.
All right. So we've got Baraka's Bone Snapper, pertaining to be a doing what he just described. I'll leave it at that. And Cutter, how are you going into this?
Hop like crazy. Come on, get on my level.
That is a good question. I'll go in sneakily.
Right, there you go. That's the plan. Good cop, bad cop.
And Lomar.
I'm not even gonna try to sneak this time, but I'm gonna make sure that my familiar is on my shoulder as I walk in.
I love the subtle hint and reminder to the DM. Hey, I have a familiar.
You're very welcome.
I have this griffin.
Are you taking the griffin with you through that portal?
I mean, do I really want to go through another portal on the plane of existence where I might never come back without my griffin?
That's a fair point. I'm just I'm so happy I get to imagine this giant griffin going through a 5-foot door.
It gets bigger the closer you get to it. It's all about perspective.
Caw!
I'm pretty sure that's a quote from The Matrix, but I'm borrowing it.
Oh, I'm a griffin. Caw!
Oh, Brandon.
Yep. All right. So that we've got it. What is the order y'all are going through this portal in?
I'll go second.
Okay.
I'll go second to last.
Well, I guess that means I'm first. Well, ain't that a fine? How do you do? I'm pretty sure you're going to pass your stealth check. They're going to be very concerned about what I am.
Good point.
I'm popping through. Griffin in tow. He's gonna back me up.
In tow, or did you like mount?
Oh, I mean, if that's a thing, I mean, we could do that too. I just logistically, I didn't know how we were gonna limbo the 5-foot portal. If it's magical and just kind of like sucks you in and just spits you back out with the particles,
Yeah, it's small. It's the size of a lectern. like it's a
Yeah, but it disassembles you and reassembles you, right? Like it's one of those like sucks you in and then boom, you're all put back together.
Yes. Well, no, it's a spaghettification.
Nice. Okay, I'll take it. So we're going in. I'm mounted.
All right, going in mounted. So got y'all going.
I mean, we're going for big, right? Like nothing screams big like mounted bomber on a. Yeah, we're doing it.
All right. So
Hot
that
damn.
happens.
What order did Lomar and Cutter go in? Because second and second to last of 3 people are the same.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll be the last one.
All right. So I will. He is his own intelligent creature, so let's see how Nagnash handles it. And D&D Beyond is still broke.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy that wasn't just me. I was like, my God, it's all gone now.
So Nagnash did not like spaghettification, and it tumbles, or he tumbles down with Baracus. Thankfully, Baracus, unless you decide to dismount, you can take the fall with him. You can dismount and get off.
It might be easier for him to stick to landing if I somersault out at this point. So yeah, if we're going ass over tea kettle, then yeah, I'll go ahead and dismount.
Okay, just give me. Do you know how to roll a 1d20 and roll 20?
I mean, if I can roll a 12, I can roll a 20, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, you can.
I don't know. It's a big number.
Hey, I appreciate the subtle hints that the DM is a moron.
There we go. I went ahead and rolled a 1d29 just for good full effect there, just in case, just hedging my bet. Still counts.
You know what? Hold on. So if I were to adjust the DC for a 29, I think you hold on. I gotta do the proportional for you're good. With your dexterity or your athletics check, you make it.
Fantastic.
Because why not? You have a choice. You don't have a lot of time. Actually, because you don't have a lot of time, I'm gonna roll for you.
Got the red fuse.
All right. Evens or odds?
I'm always odd.
All right. Even it is, and you land in the water.
Oh yeah.
I had whatever you picked was going to be land. Yep. So you were in the water. Nagnash is able to recover without the weight of all that water plus you and your gear on top of him.
Beautiful thing is I'm buoyant now, so I feel light.
Yeah, because you got all that water.
Big brain mode.
Don't think that's how a full thing of water works, but you're more sciencey than me.
I mean, it's got wood.
Yeah.
And water. So I'm good.
Yeah. You shouldn't sink straight to the bottom of that, which is like chest high.
Absolutely not.
So it does cushion your falls as you get in there. You're are you wearing like shoes right now? Are you wearing your full gear? I assume since y'all are prepping for this, you actually got all your gear on.
You bet.
Okay. Yeah. It's really mossy down at the bottom. If you were barefoot, you could actually feel it reaching and grabbing for your feet. But since you don't have that tactile feeling, you're not going to realize it until you try to get out. You are entangled.
Copy that.
And when you arrive there, Nixie, you're on the 4th person you've tried to talk to. I assumed you tried talking to these guys. Did you try talking to the squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay, the squirrel actually chitters back at you. And you don't make out much from it because it's speaking with a weird accent. It's just so fast as well. But you keep on hearing it talk about its big brother, and you don't mess with him, or he'll get his big brother.
Okay, I won't mess with you. I'm just confused. I was sleeping and then I was sucked through a portal, and it's really crazy.
Oh, you went through portal?
Yeah. Do you know where it is? Do you know how I can go back? I don't want to go back. Do I want to go back? This place is nicer.
So actually, since you do have a nice conversation with the squirrel here, it lets you know that its big brother's in charge of some of the portals, but not all of the portals. The one around here is he's allowed to be in this area, but he's not one of them, so he can't really tell you, or he'll get in trouble.
Oh, okay. Where's your big brother? Can you put him out?
So he points off in the distance, and it's hard to see, but you see a glimpse of a giant tree. And he says that's where his big brother is.
Thanks. That's really helpful.
Okay. And that is when Baraka splashes down.
Cannonball.
Nagnash lands just next to Artie. You can feel the wind rush by you, and you feel that pressure wanting to push you down, but you are able to withstand it.
Okay, that's yeah, that first step's one hell of a doozy, man. I reached down to give Baracus my hand, and I realized, oh, you're standing in the water.
Yeah. I got this, I think.
Does that mask let me go through?
So because the Feywild has weird time, it's going to be a little bit before y'all actually get through.
Okay.
I've not forgotten. I'm just timing it out. Spoiler, Lomar's going to get there before you.
Okay.
Of course I am.
Yep. And Baracus, if you want to try to get out of there, you can give me a strength check. If our roll 20 is still down, just give me a 1d20. And I remember your strength was what, a +5?
Well, yeah, but there's
And
strength
your
plus 5.
proficiency.
Yeah, so +9 total.
Yep.
Whoa! 28.
You have Artie's hand, and you rip through this. Artie sinks a little into the earth as you use him for leverage, and just pull yourself up. And Artie, you feel like you really helped out there.
Hey, I got us into this mess. I might as well get you out of that one.
Sure thing, buddy.
Yes. And at this time, Lomar comes flying from the sky. Lomar, you have a brief second to react.
Where am I landing exactly, or where am I guess, falling into?
You're falling straight towards the ground, as far as you can tell. You think that you're probably going to be landing. You're not sure if that's the head of a dwarf or a griffin, and it's coming quick. What do you do?
I have no real way of helping. I just kind of yell out, "Help! Hey, help!"
Okay, give me a 1d20 check. Do you remember being very charismatic at all? Like persuasive in any way? Send your Lomar.
Talking about my pusher talk. I'm about as average as possible in that department of persuasion.
Okay, awesome. You do have the advantage of being blue. So you yell out help. And before you hit the ground, eh, sorry, they're supposed to flank you. You are upside down. They are grabbing you by your foot. You see this whole world is upside down. It's very strange. You hear giggling from little sprites as they get you just above the ground and they just hold you there for a second.
You are, whatever you are, a lifesaver, and I mean that literally and figuratively. Thank you.
And with that, they giggle and drop you on your head.
Still, thank you. I'm gonna brush myself off.
They flutter away, laughing at you. You did take 1 point of damage from the bonk on the head.
I'm alright with
But,
that.
yep. And I need a stealthy check from Senor Cutter. And there are plenty of shadows amongst the trees.
And I got a plus 14.
Yeah. Oh man. Hold on. So that's enough. It actually does not see you.
I am now scared of it.
Well, I mean, it can't see you. And once you arrive, this creature actually speaks up. Where is this being I cannot see? And you can like its head is looking around, but you can feel the sensation that it's observing you.
I'm gonna stay hunkered down in my hidey hole.
Hello.
It speaks to you in the language of the Fae and says, "Daughter, why have you come with these outsiders?"
Well, I was asleep and they kind of tricked me into touching the portal.
It laughs loudly, and the trees around this small pond start to shake as if they are chuckling and chortling along with it. And it looks down at you and says, "Tricked you."
I was asleep.
Mm. It shakes its head very slowly and just mutters, "Daughter, sleep. That's when we get them. We don't sleep on the job."
Yeah, my mistake.
Mm.
But they all followed me, so it worked out.
Yes, we'd prefer them younger, but these will do.
Wait, what's going on here?
What are we doing with them?
Lomar, can you understand Faye?
Sorry, I forgot. Never mind, ignore that.
Okay. I mean, so right now the group does not understand this language being spoke. But I know there's a couple of people in the party who have ways around that if they so choose to use them. But
Yup.
you're able to pick up on the laughters and whatnot. Cutter, did you use that method?
Yup.
Okay, so Cutter knows what's going on. Right. Sorry. Go ahead, Nixie. What was your response to him?
What are we doing with them?
Well, we use their life force. Or we play with them. Or we use them in a war. The Sealy Court has been good for way too long.
We were using them. Well, I think they were like chosen by the gods to do some like stuff. I don't know. They were all like brought to a place that we were kind of stuck at. So I think these have like destiny on them.
Their gods are dead. What do you mean their gods chose them?
Well, different planes have different gods, right?
We are lords and ladies here. We don't claim to take the title of God, though some aspire to it.
Some fake courts do. It can be confusing.
Yes. Most of them are fools. We're just powerful and old.
So, what do we do with them now?
Take them to the Queen. Let her decide. There are a few notable members of our court who have earned prizes, and I'm sure she'll give at least one of these away as a reward. And it looks down at the dwarf and smiles. And it bows its head very regally towards Artie. And it says in the common tongue, "A pleasure, Master Dwarf." Does Artie respond? Does Artie have push to talk on?
Stepped away.
I stepped away. Daggum it.
You like dwarves? Are they special somehow?
In Fae, it says, "No, but these ones who can simulate magic are amusing to us." You have been gone so long, daughter.
Well, I'm from a different plane. A different plane, yeah.
Explain more, daughter. You sense a hint of a threat in the way he responded to your last comment.
Well, you know how there's different planes in this world, like there's the Fey plane and the mortal plane?
I'm familiar with realmology.
Well, there's even more realms out there. So, like, there's different mortal planes and different Fey planes, and I'm from a different one.
Give me a history check. It's probably an arcana check, but I'm going to make it history for you. And since roll 20 is down, just 1d20 plus your int.
7.
You believe everything you're saying is actually true. You don't know if it is true. You didn't learn this anywhere. You're speaking it, and it totally makes sense to you.
I'm speaking it from experience, yes.
Yep. And it looks at you and shakes its head. Daughter, you are young. You'll learn with time.
Okie dokie.
And has Artie returned yet? Three, two, one. Oh. Moving to Baracus Bone Snapper. It bows its head towards you very regally. Says, "Master Orc." In the common tongue. "Welcome."
Thank you for extending the invitation. I was unsure where I would be headed, so I'll put this away.
Yes. Or keep it. It's fine with us. We don't impose upon others here.
I am relieved. Insight.
Yeah, I will allow it. Um,
18.
this is an odd place, and you're naturally distrusting of anyone that isn't an orc, I assume, just based off of your background and history, especially since you're on edge. You get a hint that this creature is not so trustworthy, but you're not getting that from how it's carrying itself or the words it's saying. Uh, you believe this act to be genuine, but you are right in thinking that this could be an act.
Hmm.
And I'm going to. Do you try to hide your distrust, or do you wear it in the open?
I am going to wear my military diplomatic face, and I will sort of maintain my sort of um, non-responsive glance, just sort of assessing. So I try not to give anything away.
Okay. It nods its head at you and says, "Welcome to my grove."
Oh my god, the trees talk.
Ah, Master Dwarf, you're back.
Master Dwarf. Oh my. I'm such a prestigious title. God, my words deflate me right now.
So earlier he singled you out and bowed very regally towards Master Dwarf and welcomed you.
Oh, I return the bow in kind. Am I doing this right, Nixie, or do I? Is this? Do I? I don't. I have no idea the customs of. Is it your people? These people?
Um, just be
Do I?
polite.
Roll me a 1d20. Let's see how great that bow is.
You're talking to a dwarf about polite. Do you understand me?
Awesome. Yeah, you're good enough at this that you know how to actually bow.
I'm looking to be respectful here. I mean, we did literally just barge to your front door. Nixie, didn't you say you're not you were supposed to like invite people in? So how does this work? If there are portals in our house, are they already in our house? Or do we need to ask them if they come in or out? Like, how does this work?
No, this is more like a door.
So they're in the house, they're good.
No, they're not in the house.
Oh my god, where are we?
We're in the fate plane.
Isn't that in the house?
No.
It and then the large Spriggan looks at Lomar, bows its head, and says, "I humbly apologize. I'm not familiar. Are you? What are you?"
I am Lomar.
Oh, Master Lomar. Welcome. It says some words to you in Fey, and then looks between you and Nixie. Do you respond at all?
No.
Mm. It nods its head and says, in common. Apologies, Master Lomar. I thought maybe you may be one of our own, but you're not. Still, you are most welcome here. There's another. He's been speaking through my window, muttering to someone else who whispers even quieter than him. I know he's here, but I don't see him. Would you kindly ask your friend to join us?
Hey, Cutter. Cutter. I got a coin. Here, Cutter. Here.
You know, the fact that that will work is really the more impressive part about this plan, Nixie.
I just emerged from the shadows. Cover's blown.
Ah, Master Cutter. Oh, wait. Ah. Are you one of our children as well? It says in
You hear me?
Faye.
And I don't remember if I could speak back or not. I wish I had D&D Beyond to check that feature.
I don't think you do. I think you're able to understand it, but I don't think you can speak it.
Okay, I'll just respond. Actually, was Changeling Faye?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Lomar.
There we go. I lost connection for a bit.
Okay. Welcome back.
I respond in common and say, yes, I am.
Huh. It's good to see one of our wayward children return. Not many do. It says this in Faye as well.
I like to explore.
Oh. Yes. Your breed especially likes to. Now, since we're all here and Nixie has so kindly brought you to us, shall we go meet the Queen? I'm sure she'll be delighted to see each and every one of you. We'll even hold a feast.
Ooh, food that's not rancid? Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Not the most
And
hungry.
water's so sweet you can get drunk off of it.
So I just want to mark this that though how this all started may not have been the best circumstances, things are turning around for us, guys. I just want to say that.
If the water gets you drunk, I'm going to watch what other people do with it first. Because if it's that kind of party, I don't know if I'm going to handle it well.
I'm your wingman, buddy. I got you.
That's why I brought my own drink with me. I smuggled it in.
We have customs, and you'll have to check all your luggage.
So you're saying nothing more than 3 ounces?
Yep. However, you can carry as many 3-ounce bottles as you like.
Oh, good thing I've got that stopper with the emeralds, or was it amethyst? Some kind of gem on it.
In all seriousness, he is more than happy to lead you. If it does look like the party does have some heavy items, and a few of these tree lurkers come and offer their hands out to pick up the heavier items the party is carrying, such as the 65-gallon barrel of water.
The water is good for plants. I hear. I brought fresh water as an offering. Seems you have your own supply. Maybe a little redundant, but you know it's the thought that counts. I never want to show up to a party empty-handed.
Are you implying this is a gift?
Maybe, if that helps.
You don't know if it'll help or hinder. I need you to
Oh,
make a call.
oh, that's fantastic. Okay, let me make a judgment call here. Oh no, I got a better idea. DM, even or odd.
Odd.
Okay.
Oh, when I'm the one who's being asked for that.
It's even.
All right. What does that mean?
Means I do whatever I want. Yeah, I offer it to him as a gift. What the hell?
It looks at you as it takes it, uh, and the smallest indication of a smirk comes before snapping back into the regal portrayal it has, and it bows even lower, bending at its waist, and you can actually see some of the branches of its bodies digging into the ground, and it responds with a most gracious gift, Master Orc. You
Yeah.
will be honored tonight.
Oh, thank you, thank you. This may this water grow deep roots so that your grove may become lusher and lusher in perpetuity, and so on and so forth, and etc. etc.
Hmm. In Fey, it speaks some words, and you can feel the rumbling of approval throughout the grove. What Nixie and Cutter hear is this one will truly be honored.
What did you do, Fjordor? Not, God damn it.
Wrong,
Wow.
wrong dimension, wrong dimension.
God damn it. Brockus.
I've made an offering. I had a lot of fresh water, and I thought, why not offer what plants crave? Not electrolytes. I've learned that the hard way. But it's got what plants crave. H2O.
I do not have the other map ready for this, so this will be Theater of the Mind, but I'm going to leave it on this map because it's very pretty and I like it. So they take you into a open grove. There's no pond in this one, but there is a long stone table, and you can see that it is already being dressed up with lots of fruits and vegetables. Fresh cut meat is on display. There's a fire crackling nearby where they are butchering animals and throwing them on and then immediately serving them. All manners of fey creatures are presents, from sprites to redcaps to smaller spriggans and little tree ants, and a few fey forest creatures as well, such as the sparrows and squirrels that like to attend. However, the further down the table you go, it begins to get cold, and you can actually see the lush green grass start to turn frosty white. And it's around this time that you see at the end of the table, sitting on a throne, is the queen of the Unseelie court, known as the Queen of Air and Darkness. And it's at this point the Lord who is guiding you towards this table, honoring you, bows down even lower still than he lowered himself for Brockus Bone Snapper, touching its head to the floor. My queen, our honored guests are here. Of note, Master Orc, who has gifted us with water, the giver of life. With them is Master Lomar, a creature never seen in this Fey plane. a impressive master dwarf with peculiar abilities. Our wayward child has returned, Master Cutter, and our dearest, most honored daughter, Mistress Pixie. And with this, she stands from her throne and claps once, and the entirety of the party who has assembled here for this great feast begins to cheer and clap loudly. And she responds. It sounds like the soft uh, rustling of wind as she speaks. It's if it wasn't for the peculiar nature of her essence, you feel like you wouldn't understand anything she says. But in the common tongue, she welcomes and honors each of you by name, giving a slight nod of her head to all of you, except a slightly deeper nod of her head to Brockus Bone Snapper, and you can see her chin almost touch her chest as she bows her head to Nixie. She welcomes you to this feast of great reward and reunion of the wayward child and daughter returning home with such precious gifts. Then she offers you seats to her right, with the honor seat looks like it was going to go to Nixie, but they have Brockus Bone Snapper sit in that most honored seat. Although Nixie did receive the deepest appreciation from the Queen, Brockus will be getting the seat of honor.
This is awkward.
Someone's got a new favorite.
I mean, it was 65 gallons of clean drinking water. I mean, potable water is pretty dope.
Shouldn't we have brought dope?
I think burning plants might have incensed them. Get it? Incense? Incense. Do I
Might
get
tell that one to the Queen.
Do I get inspiration for that or negative inspiration?
You got the appreciation of the red caps who laughed their caps nearly off.
Fantastic.
So, have you run into these Fae people before, or because like this is my first time? They smell pretty, seem pretty like hospitable and stuff. Any gotchas we need to watch out for?
Who's he saying this to?
Baracus. He's close. I'm just kind of like openly. I'm not trying to be quiet.
So here, let me put you in the seating order that you would have. So it's Brockus, Nixie. Sorry. Cutter. Lomar. And then the dwarf.
Master Dwarf, my fucking ass, put me at the end of the fucking table and fucking lowers them. Good shit for me.
My experience with Fae has been limited. Magic in general is sometimes met with great distrust amongst my people, and the Fae have no shortage of magical curiosities about them. I am uneasy, but making the most of it.
Hey, Lamar. What about you? You got any advice?
Just watching like you are.
They seem to know you though. Like they thought you were one of them. What was that about?
Likely due to my skin, but
Whoa. to your skin. Hey, I've got a problem with this already, man. All right. Well,
They really like blue. It's a thing.
they like blue. Oh,
Especially the Unseelie court.
Why do you think my hair's blue?
because if it was green, you would die.
I
Dabu
probably
dee dabu
would.
die.
That was good.
Oh gosh. So here you go. I'm going to have Nagnash be the stand-in for the queen because I do not have a good token for her.
Fantastic.
I did think it was appropriate. But there we go. There are some servants that are going back and forth. Basically, it's just like it would be at a Texas de Brazil. You let them know what you want, and they bring it to you. There are small beings that are walking back and forth, as well as small sprites that are flying back and forth, refilling drinks. The it starts off with water, but after a little bit of time, there will be a toast, and a cask will be broke open for this. But who you are sitting across from is who you are sitting across from as they appear.
What's the queen look like?
So she looks like the embodiment of winter. She has streaks of black and white hair. Looks frosted in the white portions of it, and the black looks like a cold black dirt. Her face is so pale it's almost translucent. Her eyes are an icy blue. Yeah, that's a pretty good depiction. If you want to slap that up on the stream page, so people can kind of see it. She's slim but not gaunt. It looks like her cheeks are a little sunken in, uh, like she's a little malnourished. Very beautiful and long flowing dress with hints of blue and frosted. So not quite Elsa, but pretty close.
I can't show it on stream. I don't have it as a display thing.
Okay, then I'll do this. See if it works. I'm gonna download it, and then I'm gonna slap it up there. But if anyone wants to speak to whoever they're across from, it looks like everyone is chatting up and having a really good time. The red cap is being a little bit ruckus, but good times for them.
Um. Yeah. Uh. Artie tries to imitate the hello that Nixie taught him, even though it sounds like jalapenos, to the thing across the table from him.
Give me another intelligence check. Let's see how good this one goes. Give you the chance to make it a little bit better.
There we go.
Yeah, you nail it this time. You say it so well that they're like, yeah, there's no. Are you a dwarf, Faye? What?
I have a great teacher, Nixie, my friend down there.
It actually tries to converse with you in Faye because of that.
Oh no, Nixie, help! Oh no, oh no, help! Someone. Artie looks very, very concerned and uneasy now. I just started repeating hello a whole bunch.
Uh, in Faye, it looks at Lomar and Cutter, and it's like, what is wrong with your friend? Did he drink too much water? Lomar cut a respond.
No, he's normally like that. He gets very confused by other cultures.
Oh, okay. But they begin to start conversing with you in common and asking about your tools and that weird creature that you have with you.
Oh, he's a little shy. Arturo likes to hide a little bit. I could show you a few tricks. He's not my only friend. The other one really, really shy. But if we make it really, really happy for him, I might be able to get him to come out. But I have a question. How did you end up in the guild hall?
What?
Yeah, that's how we got here. There was a door in the floor. We opened it. Portal opened it. I got Nixie to swing at it with an axe. That was the best part of this whole thing. I jumped in after her. I was concerned, didn't know what happened to her. This is kind of where we're here. Now we're eating with you. So yeah, your house is in our house. So mi casa su casa kind of deal.
It looks to its left and its right, and it asks you point blank in very clear, precise common. You could see the portal?
Oh yeah, that's how she hit it. I told her she was really tired, so her eyes were closed. It was like do you know what a pinata is?
Do you?
I invented one. It's called a pin. It's a pinata. You take and it's you get paper wet and you kind of dry in some milk and stuff, and you make it. You can design it to whatever shape you want. I like to fill it with candy because I got a real big sweet tooth and bad anger management problems.
Give me 2 player points, and I will make that truth.
If there's player points available, I want to be the inventor of pinatas.
Y'all haven't used any.
I'm all for it.
I'm using it for.
Y'all have 6.
I wish to use a player point to contest that it was already created and the name was paper mache, and that it existed in the Forgotten Realms far before he ever thought it up.
I will allow 3 points to be spent from the players so that both of this can be right. For this, it would be Artie is speaking truth for his universe, and in the realm of Faerun, that Baraka's Bone Snapper is correct. And y'all are actually arguing about this from across the table.
I'm good with this. Oh, listen, no. But it's different. You're saying get it wet and then like apply it and shape it, but that's not it. It's different. You actually like make the shape and then you stuff things in it. We're talking about 2 different things here.
I think you're both admitting a key ingredient, but I don't know what it is. Because water doesn't make things stick.
You'd be surprised. You can reinforce it with other things. The starch, typically, but a paste of some kind. It makes it bind.
I have a feeling for Baracus's version of this, the additional stickiness comes from sinew and blood from the recently fallen.
I want to start making a pinata to articulate how right I am.
Do you have flour?
How much water have you drunk?
You know what? I'm 2.5 glasses in of whatever the fuck's been served out.
All right, give me a constitution check. If anyone is drinking the water or eating the food, please let me know what you are eating and if you are drinking the water. There's also the amazingly gifted water that Baraka's Bone Snapper has graciously given for this feast, which you can partake in. You can specifically request that. And Artie, you have advantage on poison saving throws, but you made the check anyways. You have the feeling of tipsiness right now, but you're feeling pretty good.
Hey Nixie, your people know how to party.
I said tipsy.
Hey, Nixie, your people know how to party.
That might be tipsy for him.
That's what we do most of the time.
You know what? I like it that you Artie is a easy date.
He's a happy drunk, all right? He likes to get there quick.
All right, so you can absolutely start making a pinata.
Oh, it's on.
I don't know where you're gonna find paper material from, but I'm sure you can find a book. I'm sure Lomar has a book available somewhere.
Yeah.
Lomar, the do. Ooh, yes, augury check. Let's do this. Do you remember how that goes?
Yeah, basically, I'm checking, and within the next 30, well, it's to ask an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action. So, for example, eating, and it's like a wheel or woe kind of result.
Okay, yep, I got it pulled up right now. So for this, oh, this is hilarious that you're doing it here.
This is the yay and whoa thing, right?
Wheel and woe.
Yeah. it's
Wheel,
Who's
woe,
gonna
wheel,
answer you?
woe.
The person sitting next to you?
That would be hilarious.
So what portents are you looking for? You get to ask a specific question or course of action.
Will consuming things here calls me, for me, a negative result?
I'm reading out loud the actual thing of the augury spell, so we are all on the same page. By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible omens: wheel, good; woe, bad; wheel and woe, both good and bad; nothing. For these results that are not especially good or bad. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that may occur, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss of or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell two or more times before completing a long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance of each casting uh, after the first that you get a random reading. So based off of this, I get to make the roll and let you know how this plays out. As you make this roll, a nice flurry of cold wind blows through. And how is your augury done? Is it with sticks? Can you explain that a little?
Yeah, sticks. Basically, I've got a few sticks that I'm kind of shaking up and seeing which one I pull out.
Okay. So which one pulls out? This cold wind blows into the stick holder and pops out wheel and woe, and you can immediately see the source of this. The otherworldly being that is answering you is the queen of air and darkness, and she nods at you and lets you know it is true.
I had a feeling.
She looks at you and to your companions and responds, "We do not lie in my court." And with this, all of them cheer and take a nice swig in celebration of the words she has spoken. Uh, and then they start to chant, "Truth, truth, truth."
Baracus is intrigued by this code of conduct that they have. He asks one of the servers, "If I ask you for the water I brought, will it be unadulterated?"
Yes.
I would have a glass.
It goes, and you can watch it as it traverses directly to it. And from there, it pulls a fresh glass. I say glass. It's actually a wooden goblet. And the barrel has already been tapped. Pours from it into this wooden chalice and brings it to you.
I drink from it greedily.
It tastes very clean, if not a bit stale. But it is very clean.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat the food.
Actually, no, you do not taste the wood as you would expect. You would expect it to get some of the essence of the wood grains flavor in the water. It is absent.
Intriguing.
Because otherwise it would be a lie. It would have been adulterated by the wood.
Most interesting. The food. Is it palatable?
Preference depending. What do you like?
I know not if the food that nourishes you here would nourish me. Is it suitable for an orc?
Yes. Fruit, veggies, meat. And it looks at Nagnash. And Nagnash has been eyeing the animals that have been butchered. And it's looking at you and looking at it, and it is digging its claws in because it is unsure of whether or not to eat it.
And my steed? Will it nourish him properly?
Yes. I'd recommend the meat.
I give a nod of approval to Nagnash, and I try to move something a little closer to his edge of the table so as not to disturb the rest of our guests. Or our hosts, I should say. And I will partake.
It is delicious. The meats are of great quality. You feel like you could have eaten this raw and never have dined on better food.
Most impressive. A finer meal, I dare say I have not ate.
You honor us, Master Orc.
Please, the honor is mine. Who can say amongst those of the living that they have died in the unseelie court? Truly, we are honored.
We are most glad to hear this. And with this, she looks at the large Spriggan creature and he nods. And in Fey, so only Cutter and Nixie hear this. He says, "The debt is repaid." And a great cheer from all the Fey present. And all of them lifting their glasses, their goblets to Baracus Bone Snapper. And they shout, "Master Orc, honored!" And they drink more.
Oh, good. They settled their debts with you. They don't owe you anything anymore.
I find your customs of debts owed and paid very interesting one, an honorable one.
The orcs, while we are not considered honored amongst the other humanoid races, in fact, we are reviled amongst most of those that would call themselves civilized, not unlike those in the Sealy court who think themselves betters. I find myself wondering if perhaps the orc and members of the Unseelie court share some bond in which we understand what it is to be different, to be looked down upon. But truly, oh, go ahead.
The red cap in particular cheers to that. You're right. They're always looking down at us. It's okay.
Yes,
We help them see eye to eye.
Yeah, it helps if you can
yes.
fly.
Eye to eye, you say, and this is an important distinction to orcs. For our god Grumsh fought with the reviled Coralon, the creator of elves, that which denied the orcs a place within the realms, and Grumsh sought to give his children a place within the realm. He was denied this, cheated by magic. He could not win in fair combat. One day, yes, one day, orcs will sit at their table, much as the Unseelie court will look down upon the Seelie court. Yes, those here shall turn the tables on them.
So the response you get is probably not what you expected. At the mention of the Sealy court, this nice, cool breeze got very frigid. The frosting that was mostly on the ground spread quickly throughout the stone table, and a silence has fallen over the Fae. The queen's lips are pursed tightly.
Ixnay on the Sealy say.
I have offended Her Majesty. I do apologize. I thought it only fitting that we might toast to your, how should I put it, your reign over all others, and interpret as you see fit.
She does not speak, but the Lord Spriggan does speak to you. The queen does not welcome speak of her sister and her court here.
Understood. I will
You-
refrain.
And he looks at the queen, and the frost from the stone table rescinds back down, and the temperature becomes more tolerable. And he nods and says to you, "She has accepted your apology." Uh, there's a stinging sensation you have, a sixth sense, a gut feeling that forgiveness, although accepted, there may be a price to pay for that.
Of course. But what it did accomplish was cracking the facade.
Indeed. With this, the main Fey party that have been here and enjoying their food and drink stand up. And after they have all stood, the red cap, who's kind of taking a liking to the party with some of the jokes and quips that have been made, uh, flicks his cap towards you and encourages you all to stand. Do you all do so?
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
Duh.
All right. Cutter?
Yeah.
All right. With this, the sprite attendants come by with new goblets. And these are small, like 4 ounces, but inside of them is a deep purple liquid. Looks, if you could imagine good berries as a wine, this is what you might imagine. And once everyone has one, the queen herself stands and lifts it up. And in her airy voice, she again recognizes and honors the party. To our lost daughter and our wayward son, we welcome home to Master Orc, who brought us the life-giving water. To Master Lomar and Master Dwarf, we welcome you in service to the Unseelie Court. And she lifts up the goblet, and all the Fae begin to cheer and down their drinks.
Wait, does that mean like we're in the court or we're in servitude for the court? Like, saying Fey legalese is a little weird to me.
Does anyone in the party drink or not drink?
I do not.
Drink.
I drink.
Or I guess I'll try and fake it.
All right. So real quick, I heard Nixie's definitely drinking it. Lomar drinking it.
Up to the mouth, but not drinking like before.
Okay. So Lomar's pretending. Baracus.
Could you repeat the utterance once more?
So after honoring, she says, "We welcome you in service to the Unseelie Court."
And as we all raise our glasses, I raise mine and I say, "Tell no lies." And I'll go ahead and drink from it and maintain eye contact. And yeah.
Awesome. So I got Baracus and Nixie for sure. Cutter.
Definitely faking it.
And with that, I need Artie's response.
You know, these people have been great. Ah, fuck it. Wow. He just drinks. He's not thinking about it.
Okay. How are Cutter and Lomar's constitutions? I
That is
think
funny.
roll 20 is back up. Yep, roll 20 is back up.
Con, I got a +0. I got a 10.
I've got a plus
All right.
1.
I need both of y'all to give me a constitution check at disadvantage. Awesome. So after this, Brockus Bone Snapper, Nixie, and Artie, the taste of this drink is Nirvana-esque. It is euphoric in nature. It makes this entire grove seem more vibrant with colors. You can actually see the magical aura of all the beings and surrounding items that are magical right now. you can see a few portals in the distance, connected to trees. And it looks like several of these trees are actually bound to areas on the material plane. Yeah, and there's a weird pattern that needs to be followed in order to actually get to it. It's not really in this three-dimensional space. There's a fourth dimension you have to dance around. And while all these senses are being enlightened unto you, Cutter and Lomar, there is a scent in the air, heavy like pollen. And it's like you're sniffing spearmint. It's that nice frosty scent, but it becomes to overpower you, and it is so much that you pass out.
I
I
poke
reach over and
Cutter
grab
with the
Lomar.
back of my axe.
What was that, Nixie?
I poke Cutter with the back of my axe.
Okay, so the not sharp end. You poke him. He is out. Lomar and Cutter are fallen. Yeah, because there's such a low roll. Lomar like drops down to the table and slides off and slumps down to the floor.
Artie picks him up. Oh, hey, no. Kind of like tries to set him back a check. Oh, hey, you had a little match there? Fuck.
A attendant comes along with another, and they look down at Cutter and Lomar and shake their head, and they say in Fey to Cutter in particular, "Wayward child, you'll learn." And the other one says in Fey about Lomar, "I liked him. He was blue." And they begin to uh, pick them up and carry them off. Since Artie is there, it looks up to Artie and reassures Artie is, "We need to pick up the ones that can't handle it."
As he says that, I go, I like to keep an eye on them. And when I say that, I reach back behind my back and I pull out Artemis, my homunculus, and I go, he'll help watch over them. And I instruct my homunculus to follow wherever they're going.
The red cap overheard your comment, and he had a little dinner knife ready and got really disappointed. And you can hear him mutter, and he actually says it in common. Is like, "I thought I got to cut out an eye. I was gonna help. Oh well."
Oh, no. I know a guy, though.
Yeah, you do. All right. So they are going to take Lomar. Does Nixie have any qualms with the other one taking Cutter?
No, you can take him. You said he's wayward. Did he drink too much?
I'd say not enough.
Oh, he tried lying. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. We'll make sure he comes right. And with that, uh, Lomar and Cutter are carried off. There's a small tent. Uh, it looks like that's one of the places where they've been bringing food and dishes in and out of, but they are taken away. The nice young Faye next to Artie nudges Artie with her with her elbow and says, "Scoot down. It's all right if we can move up. Their places of honor have been vacant."
Oh, lightweights, am I right? And I happily move over. I go, number three. I am number three.
The red cap, now right across the table from you, claps and cheers. Still disappointed I didn't get the eye. I was so looking forward to be helpful.
You're the apple of my eye. Please don't take my eye.
Apple of your eye. It looks down at the drink and takes another swig. Need more to understand that one.
I go, cheers.
Time check.
Yep, time check. It's 11:28 p.m. Eastern. I think this is a good stopping place because when Cutter and Lomar come to, I have a feeling things are going to go down. This is not at all what I was expecting to happen tonight, so I'm glad it worked out well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any last thing y'all would like to do with the court and in this time and period? Do anything?
I'm gonna get my drunk party on with the Fae.
Oh, you will.
Okay, we'll be raiding soon. Just say hi when we get there.
Look at. I don't.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Next, will be in 2 weeks' time.
Nope.
Next will not be in 2 weeks' time because that is the 17th. So, when's the next one?
I have no idea. That is a good question.
Let's go with the 24th then.
Unless that's what you want to do for Valentine's celebration night.
My heart's aflutter with that D20.
Like I said, let's go with the 24th. So, in 3 weeks, the 24th. Okay. Bye, everyone. We'll be reading in like 6 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. No.